Hey guys, we're going to do this a little different today. This is the Parker variant razor that we're doing the review on. And I'm just going to do a voiceover here and go over the shave and explain everything to you, cut the time down, and get right to the nuts and bolts. I'm using a Persona Lab Blue blade, as I've done in many of my shaves, especially the shaves that I do for razor reviews, along with some new soap that I've got through the Fire Fine Craft. It's the Angel's Share, and using the Razor Rock Hulk brush, which is one of my favorite brushes. Very luxurious, very soft, and it's huge. And when I say huge, I mean enormous, 34 millimeters. So a little bit about this razor. It is very aggressive at its most aggressive setting. Although on its lowest setting it is fairly mild. And so I'm just showing you the blade gap here. One thing that you definitely need to be careful of, because this is a two-piece razor, as you unscrew the bottom of the handle to adjust the gap, you definitely want to keep an eye on the tensioner, because at some point, if you're shaving very aggressive, that tensioner, if you go too aggressive, it's going to release the tension on the blade, and you don't want to shave that way. So I already did all the shave cream, and I got that lather going. So now I'm in my first pass. These are my first experiences with the razor, and I have to tell you, I really enjoyed this. I had a good feel to it. There's a good weight to this razor. If you like weighty razors, then this is definitely going to deliver for you, and you're going to enjoy the weight of it. It has a good feel to it. Every time when I'm rinsing my blade, or rinsing the razor, you'll notice I'm putting the whole thing in the sink, and because of the knurling on the razor itself, I had no problems whatsoever holding on to it. And that was a good test of the grip on it, or the knurling. So even when it was absolutely wet, I had no problems whatsoever holding on to that razor. So that's something else to consider. I know a lot of people with the Merkur Future, because it is very smooth, doesn't have the knurling that a lot of other razors have. That's been a concern. This has been addressed in this razor. Parker did a good job with the variant. So I'm getting a good shave here. Now, one thing I will notice, I'm shaving on the very least aggressive setting, or the most mild setting. And so you may have noticed that I'm going through multiple passes, of course. And I would say that this would be a typical shave for anybody that shaves with mild razors and shaves daily, as my last shave was yesterday. So I had just enough growth to do a shave, and doing it with the mild shave, or on the mild setting, was just fine, even though I tend to like a little bit more aggressive shaves myself. But it's still no problem. I got a great shave. I just had to do an extra pass or so. But yeah, you can see I'm not getting any kind of weepers or irritation. Towards the end, you may not see it, but I did get one or two light weepers. Not cuts, but just weepers. Nothing major. Just let me know that I was getting very close. I'm very particular about my shaves. I like to get a BBS shave while I'm shaving, while the pores are open. And that way, when the pores close, it's that much better. So my standard of a shave, a lot of times people have a BBS once the pores close, and they get a great shave, and that's totally fine. I just like to test these out in getting that BBS while I have it, and there you can see there's a little bit of the weepers there to let me know that I was getting it. But yeah, nothing major at all. just a slight indicator that that's where I needed to be. Very pleased with the razor, the build quality, the weight, the adjustability on it. The only thing that I again would mention is be careful if you are trying to adjust it to the aggressive setting, is because it's a two-piece, it is the tensioner on it at some point has to release. And so you need to be aware of that, because you definitely do not want to shave with a blade that is not absolutely secured. So if it's wobbly, that's going to be a bit of a danger. But that's very, very easily fixed, very easily to be noticed. And as long as you have that in mind when you're shaving, no problems whatsoever. I finish up this shave with some Panade Bay Rum aftershave, some Agartha Post Balm by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, as well as Aftershave Cider House 5 by PAA as well. And it was a fantastic shave. I really, really enjoyed the shave. I got a good shave, a nice close shave, and I was very satisfied in the end.